Hello and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me here today, where we are going to talk about books. And today's book is Family of Liars by E. Lockhart. And it is about the Sinclair family, especially the three sisters. And if the Sinclair family seems familiar to you, you may have encountered them before in We Were Liars. Family of Liars is the prequel to We Were Liars, and it deals with the mothers and aunts of the main characters in We Were Liars. In Family of Liars, we learn the story of Carrie, Bess, and Penny, and summer on their family's island during their teens. We go deeper into the dynamics of the family's relationships. We see the expectations that their parents have for each of the girls, and the family's behaviors in certain situations. We also see the relationship between the three sisters and how far they will go for one another. It gives us insight into the family dynamics that lead to the events of We Were Liars. I read this book for my readathon, and it was the prompt that was to read a book with a betrayal. So the other books I'm going to talk about today will all have a betrayal in the story. And we're going to start with an obvious one, We Were Liars by E. Lockhart. And if you have any inclination to read these two books, I would suggest that you read them in the publication order. So don't read them in the order that they would have taken place chronologically. Read We Were Liars first, and then read Family of Liars. The Sinclair family owns an island where they spend their summers. The liars of the title are cousins and friends, Cadence, Johnny, and Mirren, and their friend Gat. Cadence is recovering from an accident that she was in the previous summer. She has a couple of ongoing issues related to the accident. She is experiencing migraines, and she can't quite remember the events of the previous summer. She hasn't been able to talk with her fellow liars, so she's particularly excited about going to the island again this summer and getting to talk to them, and hopefully piecing together what happened the year before. And then maybe she can move on with her life. The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. And this is a young adult fantasy featuring fairies. Jude and her twin Taryn are 7 years old when their parents were murdered. And they and their older sister Vivian are taken by Maddox, Vivian's birth father, to live in the High Court of Fairy. Now it's 10 years later. And those 10 years have been especially difficult for Jude and Taryn. They are wholly human, and they're trying to fit into the fairy world. They would do anything to belong in this world, but the fairies are constantly tormenting them, especially Prince Cardan. Jude now has a chance to win a place at court, but she will need to defy Cardan and suffer the consequences of that action. The Initial Insult by Mindy, McGinnis, which is a mystery, and it is part of a two-part duology. The second book is The Last Laugh. Tress Montour's parents disappeared almost 7 years ago. They were driving Tress's friend Felicity home when she became frightened while at a sleepover at their house. Felicity was found by the river the next morning, and Tress's parents were never seen again. Tress believes that Felicity knows more than she is letting on, and she is determined to find out exactly what she knows. And there we are. I hope that you enjoyed this look at Family of Liars and other titles featuring betrayals. I'll be back again soon when we will talk about A Wrinkle in Time by Madeline L'Engle. I hope you'll join me then, and until then, I hope that you enjoy all that you do and all that you read. And thank you.